wake up, wake up. Definitely want to start the day up with some gratitude, thanking the Lord for all the blessings that we receive and thanking Him for another beautiful day. So let's go, people. It's Motivation Monday. Fired up, had a great weekend. My mom's birthday party was yesterday, and I'm just so happy, that my mother had a chance to experience that. She's 67 years old. She's feeling amazing, and, I'm so thankful for her. Even though she's had her mistakes and her flaws, don't we all? I love my mother dearly, and so I love you, Mama, if you're watching this. So let's go, people. Just talked to Keith, my good friend Keith Dale, and he just got back from his son's game, down south. And, one of the things we started talking about was adversity. What it's like playing college football or college ball, period, or college sports. And, I shared with him, the importance of knowing how to push through, that crease of light, because a lot of times you get part of a team or you get part of an organization that doesn't understand what your goals are or doesn't understand what your gifts are. And they have their system and they have the things that, they want to do. And if you don't play that role, then you're just going to sit by the wayside and do nothing or not be able to contribute. And that gets frustrating, especially for a good athlete. It's like, oh man, I just want to play. I can be so good. Da, 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 da. But the thing is that that's a distraction because we're thinking about what's good for us and what we want to contribute instead of actually looking at the whole scheme of things and looking at the team aspect and saying, okay, where is that beam of light? Where is that light coming from? And, I was talking about the movie Dinosaurs, and I watch a lot of animated films. Obviously, I have children. And so one part of the movie, there was a big pile of rocks and they were stuck, right? And they couldn't get out of the rocks because it was too high. But one of them looked up and they saw a little crease of light. And they said, well, you know what? What if we could just push up there? And if we could just push up there to make that crease of light that much bigger, right? Then we'll be able to get through. And so at times in life, we have to look at it like that, right? We have to find a crease of light. So if you're part of a team of people that, and the leader is not really on the same page with you, look for that crease of light. Look for, the opportunity to blow it all open, right? And make a huge change or a huge shift and find that crease. Don't focus on the darkness because a lot of times people focus on the big problem, right? And they just get caught up in the hearsay and the talking, right? Instead of being the one that's looking for that crease, looking for that opportunity, right? That pinhole light at the top that you can push through and all of a sudden the team's like, yeah, and it's a good feeling knowing, right? That you can look through that and deal with adversity because dealing with adversity is a lifelong thing. There's never a change of where you're not going to have to deal with adversity. I guarantee you that. Okay. However, there is a difference in the maturity in the mind and being able to recognize that adversity and say, okay, you know what? I know how to respond to this because that's my only responsibility is how I'm going to respond, right? And am I going to respond in a way that's going to look for that light to help the whole big picture to be brighter? Or am I going to get caught at the water cooler talking about, how dark it is and how many rocks is piled up and how we can't get through this and who's pointing fingers at who? Don't get caught up in that. Look for that crease of light. In your life, you have one duty, and that's to be the best you, to find that crease of light, to blow it wide open. All right, guys? So go out there and be motivated, fired up, be your best, guys. God bless. And as always, be the best version of you each and every day. And it just